folks, welcome to Legacy IS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by a faculty, Sushma KP. So, what is the topic that we are going to looking into today? It is the hot topic that is running around everywhere, that is US resumes nuclear testing. Now, what would it mean for India, China, and your global world order? Is it again we are violating your post that is Second World War or your Cold War period of restraint? We will be discussing in this video. See, first and foremost, your US President Donald Trump, before even his high level meeting with China, especially in Busan, South Korea, has told and ordered, and even he has mentioned it in his Truth Social, that he has ordered Department of War to start your US nuclear weapons testing. Now this is coming at this point of time is more of after what happened with Russia. Why what happened with Russia? Because Russia, Putin himself claimed that is now it is acquired two new arsenals in its collection in a very short period of time. That is, it has acquired a nuclear capable underwater drone. Understanding? Now, this is a major shift with respect to global arms control race. Meaning what? See, when your US has told resume it, that means somewhere it was stopped in between. Yes. So, this is happening right after the period where we were trying to exercise restraint in the Cold War period, and now that restraint is trying to be broken. Your US President Donald Trump has even claimed that it is the need that US is trying to do because in response to the other countries. Here the other countries he is hinting at China and Russia. Understanding? Another thing is your US. Okay, let's assume if Russia is doing, China is doing, why should US also do? Because US fears losing its technological edge that it has always claimed, and it has placed it as the hegemon. And also your US is justifying that we are going to continue is more of a response to Russia and China's testing programs. Okay, here it is not that each of them will be using it on each other. It is more of a deterrence capability. That is, I have more stronger weapons than you. So if you want to wage war, be careful. Understanding? And even Trump has in his Truth Social, he has even claimed that in the entire world today, the highest advanced arsenal are held by USA. The second position is by your Russia. And third far distant position is China. This has been held by your US President Donald Trump. He has also claimed that do not worry, they will catch up within 5 years. Understanding? So this breaks the tradition from arms control to again the beginning of the new arms race that will begin. What is the background of this? If you see, Russia recently showcased its Poseidon. Poseidon means it is an underwater nuclear drone. See, as of now also we have this nuclear drones. Okay, just for a moment we will speak about this. But these nuclear drones pose certain issues. That is, they can't stay in water for a very long time because they have to be constantly fueled up. But this Poseidon has a nuclear reactor on board, which means it can stay for however long it wants, and it can hide under. Okay, it can stay in ocean for very long time. So it also has the power to blast up an entire cities can be washed within moments, and it can be hidden under. Meaning what? Your satellites can't track it. Something, it's not about the flying things that can be detected by the satellites. It is about the thing that hides under the water for a very long period of time, just waiting to be attacked. How dangerous is that? That is the thing that your Russia has now got. And if this Russia is doing, China is also continuing a rapid nuclear stockpile. Okay, it is expanding its nuclear stockpile, and it is on the lines of modernization. To this, your US President has claimed that he personally praised himself as to under him, he has brought in a lot of advancements into the technology and modernization. See, now if you see the arms control status that we are having, already it is very fragile. Okay, we were hanging on a thin thread and balance somewhere that was making us move past around 4 decades. But with this in process, this would again lead to a resumption of your Cold War restraint. Again, why now? If you ask, your US has told this right before it's going to meet your China in their bilateral talks, high level meeting. One of the main reasons US is telling that is because it does not want to lose its technological edge. And when with this, it is also a perception of leadership strength, and also this will be more of your physical tests to showcase that we are better than them in all forms. Before we continue further, we have a small announcement from Legacy IS Academy. Now, if you're someone who wants to kickstart your UPSC civil service journey, look no further. You have found the right spot with Legacy IS Academy. Why? We maintain our batch size at strictly 40 member per batch in order to make sure that you will have a personalized attention and also more of personalized guidance. We at Legacy IS Academy offer one-on-one mentorship, easy access to educators, prelims mock test series, and your daily mains answer writing challenge, interview mock test, and also we do offer your 360-degree holistic current affair classes, CSAT classes. We conduct our sessions in both offline as well as in online mode. For those of you who are working professionals and students, you can avail our weekend courses. For more information, you can contact the number given or check out Legacy IS Academy website. Alright, now coming back to what are its implications for Russia. See, this, if US has started it, okay, resumption, then that would mean a clear aspect for Moscow that next generation strategic weapons I will now start doing. And this will also accelerate your Russia's nuclear modernization and testing cycle. And why is Russia doing it at this point of time? This is like a message to your Ukraine, to your West, to your NATO members which are scrambling now, and your US, that your sanctions does not bother us anymore. Understanding? And this also will undermine the arms control dialogue it has with your USA. And also, one implication we can see is the coming together of your Russia and China in defense cooperation. So this will again bring back the Cold War style your rivalry. Let's see what are the implications for China. See, US President Donald Trump has projected China as a distant third, but it is catching up within 5 years, he is also mentioned. So this is more like your US will test something, means it is like provoking your Chinese with counter testing and arsenal buildup. Understanding? Now Beijing could use this as an option to tell, yes, I have to now create more deterrence capability. This again is nothing but your Indo-Pacific security will get very much affected, where your other partners like your ASEAN countries, your Japan and all, they'll want more security assurance. Okay, because there becomes a strategic competition. Now, what is the implications for your India? See, if Russia is gaining an upper hand and if its defense cooperation with China increases, then it puts us also in a security strategic risk. That is, if China is already keeping on increasing, that means it is a close partner with Pakistan, and then India also have to has a watch and have a close look. At this point of time, what India is supposed to do is not panic or again not take any action about it. Both those are not a preferred scenario, but rather we deal with our concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat. We increase our indigenous production. Okay, we try to maintain our self-sufficiency and self-reliance. Understanding? Now, what are the global implications? If you see, the arms race revival will almost erode the arms restraint that was practiced, and also this would be an erosion of your non-proliferation, which will weaken your nuclear proliferation treaty. Okay, the complete test ban treaty, all of these things will, comprehensive test ban treaty also will again lose the credibility. Your international watchdog like IAEA would find it very difficult, and this would create a domino effect. Okay, then North Korea will be prompted, and then the subsequent your Indo-Pacific region will become a very tense area. So this will also undermine your disarmament policy, wherein the more we have to move towards disarmament, we are more towards moving on your armament scenario. So for China, if your US starts testing, it will be a trigger for your China to test. And for Russia, this is, if US starts testing, then it is advancement for your Russia. For India, which would mean that India has to be on a very close watch look. As of now, it has to diversify its defense procurement production and more on self sufficiency and self reliance. At the same point of time, for the allies, that is your Japan, South Korea, because they are in the region of your Indo Pacific, they would want stronger security assurance. Alongside this, what can be expected means there is an ambiguity as of now when they say testing. Is it explosive level or subcritical nuclear? It is unknown. And also, new treaties or verifications are not there. Alongside this, this may lead to huge environmental and ethical costs. Understanding? So, your test of whatever your US president mentioned, resume testing, would have catastrophic impacts if it accelerates from your countries, creating a domino effect. Okay, this is nothing but a return of your nuclear geopolitics. On all and whole, it is a fight between your deterrence versus destruction. So India has to be very vigilant in all of these activities, stay diplomatically active, and modernize its defense, more specifically with self reliance. Understanding? So, with this, we have come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it along with your friends. Thank you.